Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. Today is Wednesday the 5th of August and I'm going to be talking to you about all things cross stitch. So my name's Jen from Jen's Stitchy Corner. I also have an Instagram account which is the same as my Flosstube name, Jen's Stitchy Corner. If you would like to come over and follow me, that would be fabulous, where I share all of my cross stitch updates and any new starts that I make. Thank you so much to everybody who returns every time to watch my videos. I really do appreciate you. It's lovely when you leave me comments below. I love to read what people have to say and have the chat. So it is lovely. Please do feel free to leave me comments. I've had 100 subscribers since my last video, which is amazing. So I'm now at 400 subscribers. I did not expect to get to that this quickly. So it's amazing. Thank you so much to everybody who has subscribed to my channel. If you are new here today, I really hope that you enjoy the content that I share. And please do feel free to like the video if you do, and also leave me a comment below. So life update, my children are off school now. They've been off, I think it's about 2 weeks. I think we're on the 3rd week. It all blends into one in the end. But yeah, they're off school at the moment, enjoying the holidays. Unfortunately, the weather hasn't been the best since they've broke up. It's a bit nicer today. We have sunshine today, so I'm hoping it starts to turn a little bit more now. They went to Chessington World of Adventure and they had a great time there over the weekend, which wore them out. Then we've got our holiday coming up as well. We are going to Weymouth. We've been there quite a few times. The kids love it there. There's plenty to do. The beach is lovely. We're just hoping the weather's there for that. And there's plenty to do around the area. So recommend Weymouth. It's a lovely place to go. So that is pretty much it on the life update. There's not much to say really over here. So we'll get straight into the stitching, which is what you're all here for. So today I have 4 new starts to show you, 6 whips. I have haul and plans to talk about, and I also have a few Flosstubers that I'd like to shout out as well. I don't have any finishes this time or FFOs. I've just purely concentrated on the projects that I'm going to show you. I just wanted to get things moving and some new starts going, and I didn't want to put pressure on myself to try and finish something. I would rather just let it flow and finish when I finish and go from there. So no finishes today. So the first one I'm going to start and show you is Night of the Wolves, which is by DMC, and it's the Born Free collection. This is what it's going to look like when it's done. So he's coming on nicely. With this one, I'm working on 16 count Ada. I swapped out the material. It was originally on Zweigart 32 count linen, and I swapped it out for Ada when I started it 12 years ago. So it is one of my oldest whips. So a photo will come up over here just to show you progress from last time, or I hope it does. And this is where we've got to. So the material is like a bluey grey sort of colour. I don't have the name because it was bought that long ago when I swapped it out, and I don't have the packaging for the material any longer. So the needle minder is Caterpillar Cross Stitch, and that's from one of their advent calendar boxes. Apologies about the hanging threads. I do have some parking on the wharf here because if I move the threads, I would move where the parking would be. So I've just left them in for now. Less threads than last time, I believe. But yeah, he's coming along. So the last time you saw this, I think I just started doing this bit here. And then I've come across, working my way down and coming down here. So the fur's getting thicker on this side. I still have the sky to do here, which comes all the way across. I might do a bit of that for next time, so it's not one big job, as it's all half stitch sky. And then there is also stars and things here in glittery thread, which is full stitch. So it's coming on nicely. It's just so confetti heavy around here. That's why I think it's just taken so long to get further. For me, it feels like it's gotten further, but for you guys, you might not see as much progress on here. I'm getting closer to his eye. It's a bit further down, so I really would like to get to that for my next video. So he's got two eyes in there, but it's getting there. It's one of these big ones, and it's not block colour, so it is going to take longer. So I am pleased with how it's coming along, but it's just taking longer. So the next one I have to show you is Bee Market. Bee Market is one that I'm stitching along from the World of Cross Stitching magazine, which came out in July, and this I'm stitching with Lindsay from Stitching Magic 111. So this was a July edition, but it came out earlier than that actually. I think it was June when the actual magazine was available. So me and Lindsay started stitching this on the 9th of June, and this is what it's going to look like when it's done. Sorry about the glare. Trying to angle it so that you guys can see it a bit better. So that is Bee Market when it will be complete. It's lovely. I really would like to try and finish it in the way that it is in the photo. Finishes are my learning curve. I haven't really done that many finishes. I've done hoop finishes and like the one I showed you previously on the board where I did like a circle mount. And that's as far as it's got really. I do need to try and do some of these different finishes. So yeah, that is what it's going to look like when it's done. So Lindsay at Stitching Magic 111, please do go and check her out. She's got a Flosstube channel, and her progress on her projects is coming along nicely. So please do go and check that out. Lindsay also has an Instagram account, and she's just recently opened up a Ko-fi shop where she's selling needle minders, and they're hand painted. They are beautiful. I have one to show you, which I will show a little bit later on in my haul section. So a photo will come up now of progress of Bee Market from previously. And this is where we've got to now. So he's coming on quite nicely as well. So the last time you saw this, I don't think I'd filled in some of this bit here on the shelving and this bit down here, the plant pot. So I think I'd literally just done the bee and some of the shelving here. So I've continued to put the little plant pots in and other bits on the shelves, and then I've continued to work on the top of this here. So that's where I've got to. It is a lovely design to stitch. So this is being stitched on even weave 28 count, and it's Brittany even weave, and it's like a creamy colour. I am really enjoying stitching on the even weave. I think I am getting quicker on this now. The needle minder was from the Stitch Retreat last year. So yeah, I think it's going better than I expected on the even weave. I think it just depends on the project and how I feel about stitching it at the time. But I'm enjoying that one. I'm like seeing the progress grow on it. It is taking a bit longer, but as I say, I'm getting used to working on it. So next we have Sycamore Gap. One of my favourites this is. The colours in it are just amazing. So this is what it will look like when it's done. And If you haven't already heard, there's a new one that's just come out on the Body Thread site of Lucy Pittaway's. There's a new sheep one, and I think it's one that a lot of people have been desperate to get. And it's just literally just come out, and it does look amazing. I think it might have to go on my list to buy. I know my friend has just bought it. So if you're new to Lucy Pittaway, her designs are beautiful. So that is what it'll look like when it's done. So it's charted by Body Threads, designed by Lucy Pittaway. I'm using everything that's in the kit for this one. A picture will come up here to show you what I did the last time on this one. And I started this in February of this year. I'm trying to get better with telling you guys my dates. And this is where we're at. I will have to get some board to show you this one, I think, because it's getting a bit big now to just fold. So I try and fold the excess material just so you can have a clearer idea of where I've got to. But it's coming on. I didn't get quite as far as I wanted to on this one. I was hoping for a page finish and it just didn't happen. So the plan is to try and finish this page for my next video. So the needle minder is a sheet one, which is from Laura at Cotton and Clay. I will link details below for you of things I can for show. There'll be a sheet coming in at the bottom soon. So we're on the green now. The last time you saw this, I think I was only sort of where the little man is up here. I don't think I'd put this colour in yet. The pinks were coming in and stuff. So it's good progress, but I really wanted to get a page finished and it didn't happen. Life just gets in the way sometimes. But yeah, I'm pleased with that one. It's coming on nicely. So yeah, recommend if you haven't tried a Lucy Pittaway one. This one is just so pretty. And that was Sycamore Gap. Okay, so next we have Jolly Little Helpers by Cotton and Club Crafts. So this one was a stitch along which Cotton Club Crafts did in July, and a section came out once a week for the 4 weeks, and it was a free one to do. I don't know if it's still available now. I don't think it will be. I think it was just a July stitch along. So this is what it'll look like when it's done. I was hoping to take more part in the Holly Jolly Christmas July, and it just hasn't happened. I think I've just got sidetracked with other things this month. So we'll aim for next year for a bit more Christmassy themed Flosstube in July. I don't know if it's because it's not stitched in the season. For me, Christmas, I like to stitch right on the, sort of November time, because I'm building up to it with the kids and it just makes it part of it for me. So whether it's because I've stitched out season, I don't know. But I just found it hard to pick up. Nothing to do with the design. The design's beautiful. So that's what it'll look like when it's done. Now, I kitted this up myself. I had a stash of some old materials, fabric. So I just used what I could find. So a picture will come up now of where I got to on that one. I started this one on the 2nd of July. And this is where I've got to now. So I've done the first parts. There was a lot of stitches in this, to be fair. The needle minder again is out the Caterpillar cross stitch advent calendar. So I'll just try and cover my face and see if it shows a bit better. So yeah, I'm happy with it, and I haven't done any of the back stitch on this one yet. I was hoping to keep up with the stitch along, but I think because it was weekly and the parts were quite big, I just struggled to keep up, and other things just overtook in the end. But what I will do, I will probably put this one away now and pull it back out closer to Christmas and just have a full-blown Christmas stitch from probably November onwards, when I start and get into the Christmas spirit. Because I am a big fan of Christmas, but I just find it hard to stitch out season with anything, I think. So yeah, not that there's anything wrong with stitching out of season. I just didn't, it wasn't doing it for me. But I am loving the threads that have gone in this. This is all glittery thread here in the star. So it's coming on nicely. But yeah, I think I will pick that one back up in, you know, around Christmas time now. So that is that one. The next one is my big project, which, to be honest, I am loving. I think I could quite happily do full coverage and just do full coverage. I do like variety, but full coverage is winning for me. That is my favourite at the moment. So I think a lot more full coverage will be in my destiny. So this project is called All the Better to See You With. I think Crafty Emily might be doing this one as well. And this is what it will look like when it's done. And it is just a stunning design. Obviously the wolf helped with me deciding the Little Red Riding Hood one would be for me. But I just love all of it. I love the whole design. So that's what it'll look like when it's done. Now, I only did a small start the last time I saw you. So I will put a start picture up here for you to see. And so far on this one, I have stitched 1,250 stitches out of 553,575. So a long way to go, but I am loving it. Now, there was no easy way to fold this material because it is like a bed sheet. So I will show you as best I can. We will have to figure out how we show the bigger it gets. So I don't know how well you're going to see this because it is the sky that I'm working on. So I'm just going to cover my face and put it right to the camera. I'm hoping you can see that okay. Oh, you would if I had it in the right place. Right, there we go. So that is where I've got to. So that is how many stitches I've put in. I started this one on the 4th of July. So with this one, I bought the material from Cross and Crafts, sorry. I knew it was in there somewhere. So Cross and Crafts, Abby from Cross and Crafts. Abby has a Flosstube channel and she does all things full coverage as well. She's got some stunning pieces that she's working on. So please do go check Abby out. She's amazing. And also Abby has set up a book challenge where you pick a piece that you want to work on and get progress on, and you stitch one stitch per word per chapter of a particular book series. So she's done it for Harry Potter, there's Jane Austen in there, and the Chronicles of Narnia. I think more books will be added to the challenges as also. So I've chose the Harry Potter series. I think I've only done a few pages worth so far, so I do need to pull my finger out a little bit on this one, but I thought it would help me with this being such a big piece. Once you've completed all of that book series, so there's 7 books in the Harry Potter one, she said that she will send you a little gift for completing the challenges as well. So all you do is you have to join the Facebook group where you share your start point on the project you're going to work on for that book. You can have you can swap out your projects at any time and put others in, but you do need to keep your progress up to date in there. So you start your own post and then you post onto that post where you're starting from and any progress and what goals you've hit for those books. And that is how you keep track of everything on there. So I joined that challenge. I think I told you about it in my last video. There is no time limit on it, so you can just complete it as and when it suits you. So yeah, that is what I'm doing with that one. That is the challenge that I'm doing for that. So if you haven't already, please do go and check Abby's Flosstube out. I will link details below for you. So the last whip that I've worked on is Hello Sunshine by Caterpillar Cross Stitch. So this is what it will look like when it's done. Sorry about the glare. It's so hard to not get the glare on these. I will have to see if I can take photos or something or get a bigger picture, but that is what it will look like. So yeah, really pretty. Love the colours in this one, proper sunshine filled colours. So I'm using everything in the kit for this, all the colours. The material is 16 count, white Zweigart Ada. So there'll be a picture come up here of my progress last time. And this is where I've got to. So I'm really pleased. I'm loving this one. I wish I'd put more time into it, but I will tell you about that in my plans later on. So I think I'd just done this and down here the last time you saw. So I filled in some more of the flowers here and the leaves. I've done this leaf here since last time, and I've done the lovely butterfly. Love stitching that. The needle minder is again a Caterpillar cross stitch one. I bought this one when I bought the autumn tree. I think it goes with that one, which you can still get on the Caterpillar cross stitch website. But I am loving this one. It would be quite sad to put it away because I want to stitch these in season. Again, once we go out of season, I lose the mojo to stitch out of season. So I like to stitch these at the appropriate times. So, but I would recommend this one if you want a bright, colourful piece to work on that screams summer. This is the one for you. It is just gorgeous. So yeah, so I've got all 4 of these to stitch because I wanted to do all of them. So come September, I will be starting the autumn one. So that one was started on the 15th of May this year. So I'm quite happy with the progress. It's looking very pretty. But it will be sad to put away, but then I'll be ready for my autumn stitch anyway. So it will come back out next year and hopefully get finished. So now we're on to new starts. The first new start I have to show you, I mentioned in my last video, which I wanted to start, which was the Wish Tree by RTO. I will show you a picture of what it will look like. It's not a massive start. I just wanted to get this one out. It's so pretty. So pretty. So that's what it'll look like when it's done. It's lovely, isn't it? With the fox, the lady, she's so pretty. Her dress is beautiful. And then you've got the pretty tree at the top there. I love this design. I'd seen this available ages ago, and then I had ordered it and it come and it sat there and I hadn't started it, and then I saw Charlie Feathers had already been stitching it, and I thought, oh, I really do need to pull that out. So when I'd seen Charlie's, I was like, right, that's it, I'm going to get that one out and started. So thank you, Charlie, you've kind of pushed me into getting that one moving. It's lovely. The material is perfect for me because my favourite colour is purple, and it is just such a pretty stitch. So there won't be a picture on this one because it's a new start, and this is where I've got to here. So I'll just bring it in a little bit so you can see. It's very pretty colours, and these here, these red ones here, are, this red here is like blended, so there's 2 colours there, there's the red and the orange, and it looks so affected. I've not done blending before, but it just adds so much to the pattern. Yeah, so I really do love the blending on that. So this is stitched on 16 count purple Ada. It doesn't have a name or anything on here as to what the material's called. I'm using everything out of the kit. So I started this one on the 22nd of July this year. So I really do want to pick that one up a bit more this month and get that one moving. Really pleased that I've started that. So that's that one. The next one I'm talking about is Emerald City. So I started this one and invited others to come along and stitch along with me for Emerald City. It's an owl forest embroidery pattern, which is free. You don't have to pay for it. It's available on their website. You just download it and print it off. You can't put it in Pattern Keeper, unfortunately. I tried, but it just doesn't take the pattern. So it is one that you print out. So I've opened up a Facebook group, which is lovely. We have some lovely people in there. There's quite a few Flosstubers that have joined in as well, who are doing so well on their progress. They've made the designs their own. It's just really interesting to see what others are doing with it. Garrett from the Coffee Stitcher, he's a massive Wizard of Oz fan, and he's taken it on his own back to do the cartoon version, and he knows all about it. So his is going to look amazing when it's done. He's working on that at the moment. Yeah, so we've got lots of Flosstubers joining me. We've got Stitching Magic 111, Lindsay. We've got Pam from Ditsy Daisy Crafts. So yeah, there's lots of people coming and joining in. If you would like to come along and join us, it is not too late. I am letting anybody in the group right up until the finish. So we've got another 10 parts to this. So if you would like to come over and join us in stitching this, please do feel free. Not everybody is keeping up with the parts. They're doing it in their own pace, or some people might want to, jump ahead a little bit. That's fine. It's all about getting together, having the chat and supporting each other. So if you would like to come and join us, then please feel free. I will list all the details below for you. So yeah, this is what it's going to look like when it's done. It's an amazing pattern. So the stitch along part 1, we are doing this bit here, which is the house with the witch's legs hanging out, Dorothy, the cyclone, and Toto the dog. And there's a bit of the yellow brick road, which we're stitching as well. So that is part 1. So like I say, everybody is taking their own take on this one and doing what they feel they want to, which is lovely. It's lovely to see people having a play with it. This is the first one where I've really played around with cottons and material and all the rest of it. It's just nice to have a play. So I believe I've showed you the material already on this. Obviously there's no before photo because this is new, and this is where I've got to. So I finished the first part and that's what it looks like. I'm so pleased with this. So the needle minder is Cotton Clay, which is Laura. I will link details below for you. And what I've done change wise is, a lot of us in the group have done the same. The witch's foot was grey. On my material, it wasn't showing up at all. I tried different greys, was not happy. So I went with the idea of doing the red foot for the witch, and it stood out really well. So what I've done, I've used the red DMC cotton for that. I've used, for the cyclone, I've used integrated thread where you have the variegated thread coming through. So I don't know if that's picking up on the camera. I don't know if it shows through very well on the variegated threads. I've also used it on the I've used variegated thread on the path as well for the yellow brick road. I've put red sparkly thread in for her shoes on Dorothy, so she has that bit of sparkle. I thought she's got to have the red shoes. I've based it on the movie. And then I've done a purple glittery thread here to give it extra sparkle, and then there's some gold thread in the middle here on this decoration here. So I'm really pleased with that. It's coming out lovely. So yeah, it's just about playing around and getting it the way you want it, isn't it? So we are starting part 2 in a couple of weeks, which is exciting. So please do come along and join us if you'd like to. As I say, there's no deadline for this. You can join in at any time when it suits you. So I'm really pleased with that. It's coming on nicely. We have lovely chat in the group. It's nice to see everybody's photos of their progress. I then share them if I'm tagged in on Instagram so everybody can see. So yeah, it's a lovely little group. So please do come and join us. So the next new start was the Historical Sampler Company's Pumpkin Patch Stitch Along. This is the first stitch along I've done of theirs. I've had my eye on a few last year and I didn't, and wish I had joined in. So I thought this year I'm definitely joining them on their Halloween one. And then as soon as I saw the little snippet of what it's going to be, I was like, right, that's it. That's decided. We're going for that. So I am using everything that was supplied in the kit. This one was started on the 12th of July. I was a bit later joining in on this one. So yeah, I'm using everything out of the kit. This is 16 count and this is how it's looking. So it's coming on well. I am behind on this one. I've completed the first part. So that is the first part of the stitch along. We've had 2 and 3 come out now. They seem to be coming out very quickly. So the needle minder is also from Historical Sampler. I bought it to go with the kit. It's lovely, isn't it? This spooky little ghost. So I have fallen behind. I've got to do another 2 parts to catch up. I will put a picture of, I just thought I haven't said it, but I will put a picture up here of the parts that have come out because I don't have a printout of it. So it's a lovely stitch. This one is stitched up really quickly as well. It's a lovely sampler. The colours in it really pop on this material as well. So I'm really pleased with that one. I'd recommend it. You can still join the stitch along. It's not too late. Again, I'll link the details below for you. So I do want to catch up on that one, but I'm not going to pressure myself because I've got so many others that I want to work on. But I will, it's one I will continue to work on monthly, but I won't worry if I don't keep up with it because I'm already 2 parts behind. My focus obviously is Emerald City to keep on top of that one per month and then just stitch what I feel. So that is coming on really well. I'm pleased with that one. So the last one I have to show you is basically Adelaide from Adelaide Stitches. If you haven't already followed her on Instagram and on Flosstube, please do go and check Adelaide out. She's got a great Flosstube channel and so many of her projects are ones that I want to stitch at some point. And she has quite a few on the go at the moment, but she decided to do a birthday stitch along, which anybody could join in. Now I was late joining. The main reason was I bought a bit of material from Lakeside Needlecraft, which was fine. There was nothing wrong with the material. It just, I didn't think about it properly, and I wanted like a mottled effect, which it was, and it had black and orange running through the material. But for this design, you need really just orange. And I looked at it and I thought there would be more orange running through it, but there was more black. So it made it very dark, and it's not what I wanted for it to pop on. So in the end, I ordered another bit of material from, just trying to find the name for you, from Stoney Bank Creations. Now I'll link their details at the bottom as well. And I was so impressed. I had my fabric within, I think it was less than a week. It was amazing. It does say on their website it takes about 2 to 3 weeks, obviously, because of getting it dyed and ready for you, depending on how busy they are. But it comes so quickly. So I was later starting it, but I'm so pleased I changed the material. So I will show you the full amount of the material first, because you haven't seen the material I bought for this one. Okay, so this is the material I've bought, and it is just gorgeous. Love it. I think the design is really going to pop on this one. So the pattern is Witch's Hallow by Autumn Lane Stitchery. It's 16 count Ada, and it's called Sunshine Orange. So what I've done, I've started in the middle, and I've started on that path and the fence, and I've completed the lamppost. I will put a picture in of the design here to show you what it will look like. I'm not very good at this, am I? I'm not telling you when I'm putting the photos in. So I do have a photo for you of what this pattern will look like when it's complete, which should have come up for you a moment ago. I am loving this design. As soon as I saw Adelaide had posted it, and then I'd heard recommendations of other Flosstubers that had completed it, so I went and had a look, and I was like, oh dear, I'm going to have to do that one. It was just a stunning pattern. So stitch wise, I've actually got this in Pattern Keeper along with my big one. I can only tell you stitch count if I've got them on Pattern Keeper. So for this one, it was, I have a note somewhere. Right, I've completed 325 stitches in total on this project out of 22,040 stitches. So it is quite a big one. I'm looking forward to getting that one back out, perhaps tonight actually. It's a lovely stitch. The needle minder I showed you on here is also a caterpillar cross stitch one. I think this was in a sub box last year for last year's Halloween one. So yeah, I'm pleased with how that one's looking. The material is stunning. I'm definitely going to be ordering again from Stoney Bank. They've got some other materials that I've got my eye on. It is looking amazing. So that is all of my new starts. Let's pop that over here. So that's all of those. Right, plans is next on the agenda. So if you haven't already, please go check out Wild Fox Stitchery over on Flosstube. She also has a Flosstube channel and a Instagram channel. Got the words wrong there, didn't I? I said Flosstube twice. So it should have been Flosstube channel and Instagram channel under the same name. So what basically, I'm joining in with this lady. She's doing a stitch along which is called Fall for Foxes Stitch Along. Now here in the UK it's classed as autumn, obviously not fall, but it's still the same thing. So I'm joining in. It starts on the 1st of September, so I just need to pick a fox design, which I haven't done yet. She did do a Flosstube extra all about fox designs, and there's some gorgeous ones on there, so go check that out if you want to join in. I plan to start that. I've just got to kit it up and decide which one I'm doing. I've also talking to Lindsay at Stitching 111. We are hoping to do the teapot design, the teapot goddess, which has just come out from Tiny Modernist. I will see if I can put a picture up here for you of what that will look like. I haven't ordered the pattern yet, but I plan to, and that is something that me and Lindsay and perhaps Stitching Bee might be stitching it as well. So we are looking at kitting that one up. If anybody else wants to stitch that along with us. So priorities, what I want to do, because I've got so many new starts recently. I've had the Stitching New Start book, which a lot of us seem to have at the moment. I just can't stop because I just keep seeing so many. I think Flosstube is dangerous. It just keeps seeing everybody's projects and it just makes me want to buy so many. I've got such a massive wish list now, it's ridiculous. So what I want to do is I'm going to pick this month one project that I want to stitch on 3 nights a week, and it has to be 3 nights a week every week for that month until my next Flosstube. And then I take that one out and then I will choose another project to put in which has a bit more progress than the others. And then around that project I will just stitch what I feel I want to stitch. Obviously Emerald City will be priority to keep that on top of that. I want to keep up with my part a month on that one. So those are my 2 priorities, and then stitch anything else I feel like, you know, just go with what works that month and any other night or time. So the priority this month is going to be my Hello Sunshine Tree by Caterpillar Cross Stitch, because I know I'm going to be putting that one away soon and moving on to the next tree. I just want to get as much in there as I can and get that one moving. So that is going to be priority for me. So that is pretty much, I think, it on the on what I want to do this month. And then who knows what else might creep in. Yeah, we'll see what else there is on the plans side of things there. So now we're going to move on to haul. Always the best bit, I say. So if you aren't a fan of seeing haul, thank you very much. You don't have to watch this. You can leave the video now, and thank you so much for watching all my progress. But if you're sticking around, then this is the haul section. So first off, I want to talk about my Stitchy Kindness mail that I've had from Lindsay at Stitching Magic 111, which is this lovely little bumblebee needle minder which she's painted. These are available in Lindsay's Ko-fi shop. She's also had some strawberries and some beautiful flower designs as well. So if you haven't already, go over and follow Lindsay's Ko-fi shop. She's doing stock once a month and stocking up the shop. So if there's something you're, you know, have your eye on or something, perhaps message Lindsay about it. But that is my beautiful, lovely Stitchy Mail. So thank you so much, Lindsay, for that. It's gorgeous. Now I've shown everybody I can put him on our little bee market project. So yeah, go and check Lindsay out on that. One thing I forgot to show you last month, I purchased a little while ago for All the Better to See You With. I wanted a big bag to put the material in because I thought I need something big and bulky. And I'm so pleased I did. I bought this lovely bag from Alison at Soie Bags. And isn't it gorgeous? I love this lace trim that she's stitched on. And it's got, I'll put it in closer so you can see the design. It's got little squirrels on it. There's polar bears, flowers. It's just beautiful. I know it doesn't go with the theme of the project I'm stitching on, but I don't care. I just love the bag. It's just so pretty, and the colours are me as well. So if you haven't already, go and check Alison at Soie Bags' Bags Out. I think she does so many at a time and puts them on her website. I think, is it a Ko-fi shop maybe? No, it's her Ko-fi shop. So she puts them on in bulk, and then it's just kind of first come, first serve. So if you have your eye on something, you have to be quick. She does, this one I bought when she just put some on the website just to stock up. But she does new designs and things, so you have to be quick with those. So if you haven't already, go and check Alison out. Okay, so next I have the next A Year in the Woods Part 2 Cotton Garden Samplings pattern, and this time it was the Koala Bear. Oh, he's so lovely. So I haven't started my wolf, the first one, yet. The reason being, I was going to get some material, but I just don't know whether to stitch these individually or to do them all on one piece of fabric. Now I'm sure Kel from Kel Stitches is stitching them all together on one bit of fabric, and I like that idea because there's 12 of these, and what would I do with all 12? You know, there's only so much wall space, isn't there? So I am tempted, but I'll show you again. So he is beautiful. I am tempted to do it all on one fabric, but I'm just not sure yet. So yeah, but these are lovely. Last month was the Sugar Glider, which I've shown you, and then we had the wolf. So that's part 3 is the koala. So if you're a Koala Bear fan, that's the one for you. It's gorgeous. So that is that one. Next I have, right, I saw this kit a while ago and I didn't buy it, did I? And then it sold out. So word to the wise, buy it when you see it if you want it. So it went out of stock, and Charlie Feathers I was watching recently, and she'd bought this kit, and I was like, oh dear, why didn't I buy it? And I put a message on to say to Charlie that, you know, I love all the things that she puts on. I have similar taste to what she stitches, and I'd said that one had sold out, and then Charlie kindly told me that it actually had come back into stock. So I quickly went over and brought this one, and it is just gorgeous. So it's the Letty Stitchy Luna's Garden, and it's just so pretty. The colours in it are me all over. We've got the lovely fairy at the bottom with the cat and the butterflies and the pretty sky and the lovely house. It is just perfect. So I do need to start this one. I think this may have to be a start for next month. Here I am saying about my new starts, and here we go again. But hey ho, it's rude not to, isn't it? So yeah, I'm really pleased with that one. That's all the threads that you get in it. There's loads of different colours there. Gorgeous. So I am really pleased that I've got that one. Next time I will not leave it so long to get something like that. So lastly, I have the Caterpillar Club box to show you, which arrived end of last week. And first off, you get this lovely lollipop. And now I've shown you, I can eat that, but I have to eat it when the kids aren't about, otherwise they'll take it. And it'll cause arguments because the 3 of them will want it. So, yep, you get this lovely lollipop. You've got glow-in-the-dark thread, some DMC glow-in-the-dark thread. So that'll be interesting to see when I stitch that in there. You get a lovely hoop you can stitch in it or you can finish in it, or both, whichever you fancy doing. I do like the hoop finishes. You get this lovely bit of rickrack pom-pom trim, which is gorgeous. I really like these pom-pom trims. They add quite a nice effect around the hoops. Really pretty pale yellow there. Very nice. So that's to go around the edge. What do we have here? So the lollipop is from Walkston's Candy, and there's a little card that they've put in for you to go ahead and check their website out if you want to purchase some of those. You always get a lovely little note from Caterpillar Cross Stitch as well, to say woohoo, your parcel's arrived, and thank you for the support, which is nice. And then lastly, it's your kit. So this is Trick or Treat. I'm really looking forward to stitching this one again. I'd like to get this one done for Halloween so I can put it up. I've completed a couple of their ones now. I'm putting the hoops. It's nice to have them as a decoration because we don't have loads of decorations for Halloween. It's getting more of a thing here in the UK now, I think. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to stitching that one. So that is 14 counts this one comes in. I think you can pick linen. I'm not too sure on the sub boxes whether you can change to linen. I'm not sure. But this one is 14 count, and it comes with all the bits you need, the threads, material. I haven't actually opened it, so I'll open it quickly and just show you what the material is on this one. Excuse the noise. So what do we get? So this is the material you have. It's kind of like, it's a bit like my wolf really, just a little bit lighter. It's like a bluey grey sort of colour. So that's quite nice. And those are the threads that you have in the kit. Really nice colours, nice colourful. So yeah, that's everything you get in the Caterpillar Cross Stitch sub box. So yeah, if you're interested in one of those, definitely subscribe up to that. You get the box, I believe it's every two, I think it's about every 2 months you get a box. So that is worth checking out. Again, I will link details below for you of the bits that I've shared today, or everything that I can share. So the last part to talk to you about is a couple of Flosstubers that I've watched recently. So the first Flosstuber I'm going to talk about is Kayla and Lauren, the Stitching with My Little E. So they are a lovely combo. So it's mum and daughter, and they both show their projects and progress on what they're working on. Lauren is the daughter, and she's lovely. She's working on some really beautiful pieces. She's just finished a blue flower design, which is of a hedgehog, and it is so cute. But it's just so lovely to see mum and daughter on camera together, and the fact that, you know, it's going into the younger generation, and that she's picking it up and doing some lovely work on her projects. And I just think that's lovely to see. So please do go and check those guys out. I know Kayla's working on the Primrose Cottage as well, Stitching Rules project, which a lot of people are doing. I think in, I don't know if it's Catkin Lily's doing it on her thing. So worth going and having a look and watching them. They're lovely to work together. Also, I have How She Stitches, and that's Sharon. Sharon is new to Flosstube. This is her first video, and she's done amazing. Now, you know, I'm working on the Sycamore Gap project. Sharon has actually finished it. So if you'd like to go and see Sharon's complete finish of Sycamore Gap, please go over and watch. It is worth seeing it. It's gorgeous. Sharon also makes little felt bears, and she has a business where she sells those. So again, go and check Sharon out. She's got some really interesting things to show you, especially the little felt teddies. They are so cute. I know I have already mentioned Garrett, but I'll just give Garrett a shout out again, the coffee stitcher. Garrett is a massive Wizard of Oz fan, and he has some amazing projects that he's working on and some that he's finished. He did a finish parade recently, and he has so many finishes. It just blew me away, and they are gorgeous. So please do go and check Garrett out. He's got a massive selection of finishes to see and some lovely projects he's working on. He's very good at changing things as well, because he's doing, like I say, the changes on Emerald City. So that's interesting to see what take he's taking on that. So he's definitely worth a watch too. We also have the last Flosstuber I'm going to talk about, which is Cake and Stitches. Cake and Stitches, wow, it's definitely worth going and seeing this lady. She's got Christmas finish, which looks amazing. She's also working on long dogs and a number of different projects that are worth taking a look at. Lovely lady. She comes across so well. She's been doing Flosstube for a little while now, and I always think, you know, that these people that have been doing it for so long, why have they not got more subscribers than they have? And they so deserve it. You know, she's just so well spoken, and the projects she's showing are amazing. So please do go and check Cake and Stitches out. It's worth having a look at. And that's pretty much it now. That's everybody I wanted to talk about today. So please do go and show your support and check the new and older Flosstubers out. I just think we have such a great stitching community that we all support each other so much, and we all know that we can ask each other things and help each other, and it's just a lovely community to have. So yeah, so thank you so much if you're still here and you've enjoyed my video today. I hope you've liked the content I've shared. If you do have any comments, please do comment below. I do love reading through the comments and seeing what you guys are working on. So yeah, please do feel free to do that. If you haven't already, then please do subscribe to my channel and give me a like if you've enjoyed the video. Don't forget to hit the bell as well. That will tell you whenever I'm doing another video, so you'll get a notification. So yeah, that's everything. So thank you so much again for joining me. Please take care, everybody. I will be doing another Flosstube. It will be beginning of September when the children are back at school. I then may do a Flosstube every 2 weeks. I'm just hoping I have enough progress to show you. So we might try that and see how that goes, because a month just feels so long to come back and talk to you all, but we will see what happens there. So take care, everybody, and happy stitching, and I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.